Mom, what are you doing?
Oh, just looking at this list of dreams that I traded for this list of chores.
You might want to add cleaning the house to it.
What the? How? I just finished cleaning literally 2 minutes ago. How could you guys make a mess so quickly?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Nothing. Just when you grow up, you always have your ambitions. I always thought I would go to college. Instead, I majored in shopping with coupons with a minor in tension headaches.
What are you talking about? Look at this! You have a PhD! In petty theft, it appears. This belongs to some girl called Kathy Taylor.
Oh, yeah. How did that get there?
Whoa, I never realized how much you had to give up for us. I mean, look at these vacation pictures.
Oh, I gave up all my hopes and dreams, and now I have nothing to show for it.
That's not true. Mr. Dad said you have lots of
Time to
wrinkles.
deploy to the war zone.
Okay, let me paint a picture of what your life would have been like if you'd never had us.
I beg your pardon, milady, but the Duke of Camembert requests the pleasure of your company. The supper of the shatter.
Tell him I'm not here. He'll call again if he's serious.
And so the Duke arrives in person on horseback, and he's like ripped, and he... so yeah, then he get married and becomes super rich, but it turns out that he chews his toenails, so deal's off. Sorry you had to give up so much for us. Is there anything we could do to help?
You could do my chores.
Yeah, that's cool. We could do a chore.
Chores, plural.
Right, number 1, get a degree. First question. What is your credit card number? Congratulations! You are now a doctor. What is a doctor of holistic medicine? Well, it's kind of like a normal doctor, but instead of using science, you use imagination. Is there a doctor in the library? What do? We do the next chore on the list. Save someone's life. I will use money to buy a new suit and tie to become president
Hunt the
of the
enemies
world.
before they hunt you.
If you vote for me, I promise you a 7-day weekend and state-issued mobility scooters. I'll replace the water supply with soda and the sidewalks with conveyor belts. And I'll make pizza delivery the 4th emergency service.
Then all I have to do is put it on the internet.
Gumball, have you seen how many videos there are of fatheads asking to be president? You'd just be another drop of dumbness in the online ocean of idiocy.
Wait till you see my viral Trump card.
My station located.
Gets my vote.
I don't know what he stands for, but he sure gets my vote.
Okay, Mr. President. So what are you going to do when everyone's so fat from eating pizza and not walking that they need a grabbing stick to grab their grabbing stick?
Everyone will have robot servants!
We've had more reports of robot servants refusing to obey commands.
They seem to have developed a will of their own and are now violently rebelling against their owners. Scientists are baffled by what people are now calling the revolution.
Right on your tail.
My fellow Americans, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Since all our ideas end with the total destruction of humanity, why don't we just split the money?
Okay, what's 5,000 divided by 3?
Well, it doesn't divide equally. One of us will have to be a penny short.
Heavy army!
Well, it can't be me because I deserve to be treated more equally than everyone else.
If you are incapable of sharing this money, then I'll take it and spend it on myself to get you a valuable life that...
You can't take that. It's mine.
Get to the bank first.
Just shut it and drive!
Why isn't my invisible truck working? Oh, yeah.
This place is looted out.
Enemy marked.
Airstrike deployed at my mark.
Got your request. Cluster strike is active.
We have this.
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV active.
Your teammate is in the gulag now. If they survive, they'll rejoin you. This is the gulag. Survive this, and you get to redeploy. Time to fight.
Got me sliding.
The fight begins. You can taunt your enemy with words. Rocks? I prefer rocks.
Tossing.
Stay sharp, you'll be out there soon. Oi, you're up next. Ready up. Win here and you return to the battlefield. Lose and your fight is over. Fight your way out of this or capture the objective. Now get back out there. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Loadout
Take
drop
it for a
headed your
spin.
way.
I've got the wheel. Get up and get payback. I've got the wheel.
Someone could use that.
Enemy UAV active.
You're losing ground. Move it. Contract accepted. Located a supply box.
Safe zone.
Secure that position.
Rally point set. I'll drive. Buckle up.
They
Extracted set. Good work out there.
Recon deployed.
UAV beginning flyover.
Eyes on care package.
I've got the wheel.
Let's ride.
UAV is out of fuel. Turning for resupply.
Shots, pin me. Hostile spotted.
He's inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Taking shots over there.
Next time will be different. Return to base for a
The fourth. I would use the money to buy a new suit and tie to become president of the world. If you vote for me, I promise you a 7-day weekend and state-issued mobility scooters. I'll replace the water supply with soda and the sidewalks with conveyor belts. And I'll make pizza delivery the fourth emergency service. Then all I have to do is put it on the internet.
Gumball, have you seen how many videos there are of fatheads asking to be president? You'd just be another drop of dumbness in the online ocean of idiocy.
Wait till you see my viral trump card.
He gets my vote.
I don't know what he stands for, but he sure gets my vote.
Okay, Mr. President. So what are you gonna do when everyone's so fat from eating pizza and not walking that they need a grabbing stick to grab their grabbing stick?
Everyone will have robot servants!
We've had more reports of robot servants refusing to obey commands. They seem to have developed a will of their own and are now violently rebelling against their owners. Scientists are baffled by what people are now calling the revolution.
My fellow Americans, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Since all our ideas end with the total destruction of humanity, why don't we just split the money?
Okay, what's 5,000 divided by 3?
Well, it doesn't divide equally. One of us will have to be a penny short.
Well, it can't be me because I deserve to be treated more equally than everyone else.
If you are incapable of sharing this money, then I'll take it and spend it on myself to teach you a valuable life lesson.
Like your father said, we need this money for more important things.
Hey, you can't take that! It's mine!
Not if I get to the bank first.
Hey, give it back! You're just gonna squander it on food and bills and all the stuff that keeps us alive!
Exactly, Clunk, like getting the car fixed.
What the?
How does she do that? And if she can do that, why does she need the money to fix the car?
Just shut it and drive!
Why isn't my invisible truck working? Oh, yeah.
Stop it! That's reckless driving!
No, without a car, it's not! Give me the check! We clearly don't need a car! Give me that!
Which way's the bank?
Take a left, then it's second right.
Thank you!
Preparations done. Behind and if
what to do.
$5,000 between 5 of you? Well, that's $1,000 each.
Yeah, $1,000 each.
Wait up. Whoa. I forgot the decimal. There.
$50. Wait.
Yay, $10 each.
Cease and desist, restraining order. Dad, what are we supposed to do with all this?
Well, paper can be used in many creative ways and turned into a lot of interesting things, like a duck, or fashion, inventions, and other things.
Come on, there's got to be at least one good letter.
Actually, yeah, we've got an invitation.
Huh? We never had one of those before.
That's not true. I've been invited to court several times.
No, that's from the mayor.
He wants us to go to the town hall for a surprise?
Maybe they'll reveal a statue of me.
Why would they be making a statue of you?
I've seen a lot, which makes me a pretty reliable life model, and I'm a great example to people.
They're more likely to make some kind of example of you. Maybe they cleared up that legal gray area about whether I'm a feral animal or your child.
Oh, honey, you're the same as all my kids. A combination of both.
I guess we'll just have to go and find out.
Go, horses, go!
I don't want to say I told you so because I wouldn't be heard over all this cheering, so I'll shout it instead. I told you so!
Welcome! Our social services have decided to offer you a new house.
Impossible. What's the catch? There's always a catch.
There's only a few compulsory additional terms, conditions, and hypothecations, or catches for short.
What do you mean?
Well, the people of Elmore thought you deserved a brand new house in a brand new state with brand new neighbors who can put up with you, a brand new police force to deal with you, and a brand new court system to prosecute you.
That sounds more like a punishment than a reward.
No one said it was a reward. They said it's what you deserve.
But that's like banishing us.
Think of it more like witness protection. We're just protecting people from witnessing you ever again.
Go, horses, go! Go, horses, go!
Kind of feels less encouraging when you can see their faces.
They want us to move to Ohio, the home state of 8 people who became president just so they didn't have to stay living there?
I never realized our neighbors hated us so much. A few rotten tomatoes in the face, sure. A few no dogs or Watterson signs in store windows, fair enough. The occasional light-hearted arson attack, harsh but fair. But get rid of us?
Let's be honest. We're the only family in town to have somehow committed a crime in every category of misdemeanor.
Go Wattersons!
It's not a good thing, Dad.
If you're going to do something wrong, do it right.
Just look at this crime map. All of this is us. Public nudity. Wasting 911 resources.
911 dispatch, how can I help?
I've got a pain in my chest. It's my heart.
Ah, for the last time, kid. Being heartbroken because elephants can't jump is not a medical emergency.
Parking violations. Vandalism.
A bit obvious, don't you think? Each individual porcelain seed queries the modern phenomena of mass production and replication. Am I right?
You're right. If only people would get to know the real us.
Fight your way out and you return to the front line. Lose and you're finished. It's time, soldier. You look like shit. Back to base with ya. It's not over yet. Your team can still buy your freedom. airstrike. Your funeral. Into there.
Come along for the ride. Got a hostile here. Hope you enjoyed that little break. Got a hostile here. Grab that armor. Targeting an enemy. Oi, war friends here. I'm under fire.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Be aware.
We need to move to the safe zone. Vendor there. Vendor there. Eyes on heavy armor. Mark the goods. Mark an aid station. Mark an aid station. There's their rally point.
Prices are back to normal. Enemy UAV active. Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Be mindful. Your teammate has entered the gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment. Your teammate lost the fight. Now they return to base.
Tagging Bender.
Enemy UAV active. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Be mindful. Heads up, man. Catch drop inbound. Secure the cargo. Enemy UAV active.
Let's go, Sergeant. Engage! Engage! Let's go, Sergeant.
Take that, Zion!
I don't think Mom meant the real us, obviously. More like the Elmogram super filtered avatar that requires 45 takes to get it as flattering as possible.
Hello everyone, in this guide, sure your driver is updated to every time we go to this tuning tab, go to performance overall, throttle and set the maximum frequency as 2750. I found this value to not cause any stability issues running it on demanding games like Red Dead Redemption 2, as well as Readymark, Benchmark and Uni-Engine Superfit. The minimum and the maximum frequency under GPU load, like games and benchmark. However, normally use usage the frequency will be low, so you don't have to worry. Just take the situation under load. Then we hit the voltage section and set the value as 1080 megavolt. This would reduce the GPU temperature overall while not compromising the stability. I tried many increments and stays good on this one. Alright then, once we are done with the GPU clock speed, we can now proceed to the VRAM settings by enabling the VRAM tuning. And then again, down below we can see the current VRAM clock speed. Go down to full timing and select the fast timing option. Then enable the advanced control and move the VRAM clock slider to 2040. The maximum is 2150, but for my GPU unit it would crash if I go beyond 2080. And even with that, I get some drawback effects, so I chose to stay in the safest possible overclocking area, which is 2040, and I think it doesn't really matter that much as long as the GPU clock speed is good enough. Okay, with that being done, let's enable the power tuning option and that when but I clocking %.
So you need to go to the performance section and the tuning section. So everything also stable on your computer, but you can't lose FPS or bench performance section and the tuning section. So I recommend to enable everything. So enable the GPU tuning, the advanced control, same thing with the VRAM, same thing with your fan, same thing with your power tuning. Really important to also activate the
Capture and defend the forward operation. Securing Alpha. We've got Alpha.
Changing mag! Dropped him!
Assist your team at B. We're on Charlie. Stand by.
One down. Gotta reload.
Hold ahead. We captured Charlie.
Enemy in the destroyed building.
Assist your team at B. Securing Bravo. We're taking Bravo. You're needed at A. We've got two objectives. Lock it down. We've lost A. Need backup for Charlie. Securing Bravo. Captured Bravo. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostiles have Charlie.
Changing mag! Fuck! Grenade out!
You're needed at B. Securing C. We've got Charlie. Losing Bravo. Need backup at Bravo. Hostiles at Bravo. Enemy UAV overhead.
Take him from not dead yet. Changing
Securing B. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Enemy holds two objectives. Securing B.
And bleeding. Tom and Jerry made 60 FPS using AI. Interpolating pixel art with AI.
Sure. Now playing sorry about it.
Basically, unless you're watching a soap opera, a gaming video, or Gemini Man, most of the video you watch is displayed at the standard 24 FPS. Now, 24 frames every second sounds like a lot because it is, but it's pretty rare for animators to consistently create a new drawing for every single frame, even during the most maybe a low frame rate.
Instead of doing all 24, you 12, and the mind fills in the gaps between them. It makes it feel more.
G-Sync and FreeSync, where I explained how they work and what you must pay attention to ensure that your gaming experience benefits from these technologies. So, with the variable refresh rate monitor, you no longer get tearing and games feel very smooth. Or at least they should feel very smooth. Since I made the first video on that subject, I got many messages from viewers as well as patrons who told me that they are not happy with their new high refresh rate G-Sync or FreeSync monitor, because even though they no longer get tearing, games just don't feel very smooth. So why is that? A variable refresh rate monitor eliminates tearing by adaptively changing its refresh rate to match the frame rate that the game is running at. Or in other words, these monitors will show you a new image as soon as they receive it from the graphics card. That is, as long as your frame rate is inside the variable refresh rate range of the monitor, because when you play at 150 FPS on a 144Hz monitor, then it simply cannot refresh 150 times per second, as there is a 144Hz panel inside your monitor. So to get a tear-free image, you must ensure that your frame rate stays inside the variable refresh rate range of your monitor, which is why you simply kept the frame rate at less than the maximum refresh rate of the display. However, we do not only want to eliminate tearing, we also want games to feel smooth. And when it comes to that, then there is one little detail that many players miss. So how can we get games to feel smooth or consistent? Let me show you something in Warframe. I think you will agree that this sounds very consistent. Not sound right. It stutters. That is because I changed the pacing or the time or FreeSync monitor. You must also ensure that the monitor receives frames at a steady pace. So what you must take a look at is frame pacing or frame time, which tells you how much time there is between the frames that get sent to your monitor. To check that value, you just have to download the RiverTuner Statistics Server, or RTSS, which is also part of the MSI Afterburner in case that you want to get even more data like GPU and CPU loads. So inside of RTSS you enable Show Own Statistics, go to Setup and enable the Frame Time History overlay. Inside the game you can then see how consistent or inconsistent the frame pacing and frame rate is. So as you can see here, there's quite a bit of variation, especially when a lot is happening on your monitor. This is why the game does not feel smooth even on a high refresh rate G-Sync or FreeSync monitor. To fix this you must do two things. First, you must lower a few graphics settings to increase the minimum FPS. Especially in fast-paced or competitive games, you want your frame rate to be as high as possible at all times, as more frames per second do not only result in a smoother gameplay experience, but also less input lag. And second, you must find an FPS value that your system can maintain even when there is a lot happening on the monitor, as otherwise the game will stutter and feel unresponsive in critical situations, which you want to avoid. This process is a bit tedious, because you will start by selecting an FPS value for the in-game FPS limiter which is slightly below the maximum refresh rate of your G-Sync or FreeSync monitor, and then slowly decrease this value until you find one where your system can provide a stable frame rate. It will take some time to find the best value, especially in multiplayer games where your system might not be able to maintain the same frame rate in all the game modes and on all maps. In games like Battlefield 5 you must also use the console to enter a specific FPS value for the in-game FPS limiter, because the setting inside the options menu does not allow you to do that, as it sadly only provides a few presets. However, if you don't want to open the console and enter the FPS limit every time you launch the game, then you can create a user.cfg file inside the Battlefield 5 folder where you enter gametime.maxVariableFPS followed by the value. So let's say that you have found a frame rate that your system can maintain, but the frame times are still not as consistent as you want them to be. This should remind you of that example that I showed you earlier in Warframe, where I just had to change the time between the nodes to make it sound wrong. This is where the FPS limiter comes into play. The limiter that is built right into the engine of the game does provide the lowest input lag, but not the most stable frame times. Depending on the game, the engine and the version of the engine, you will see a difference in how consistent the frame times are when using the built-in FPS limiter. Over the years I've tested many different frame rate limiters, but only RTSS provides those perfectly stable frame times while increasing the input lag by just one frame. I've not found any other FPS limiter which is able to do both.
He's in yellow building Alpha.
The in-game FPS limiter or select a
I'm gonna
variable
go get him out of
the
there.
game does not have an unlimited setting, and then use RTSS to limit the frame rate, then you can see that I get a perfectly stable frame time. So a very simple is now feeding my monitor with new frames at a very steady pace.
Oh, now it fucking
If you see
sucks.
spikes in your frame time when you use RTSS to limit your frame rate, then you must either lower the frame rate limit further or lower your graphic settings a bit more, as RTSS cannot provide consistent frame times when your system is unable to provide frames at the required pace. Now, what if your system is unable to maintain the same frame rate in all games you play? To address that, you can add profiles inside of RTSS, and then set a different FPS limit per game to ensure that your monitor receives those frames at a steady pace no matter which games you play. You could even click on the frame rate limit to toggle between frame rate and frame time limits, but entering a frame rate limit will do for most players. So, to get the best experience, you should lower your graphic settings to increase your frame rate, and a slightly worse graphics won't bother you as much as when the frame rate drops to less than 60.
No, he hasn't
And I
came up
recommend
yet.
that you use RTSS to cap the frame rate at a value that your system can use at least 95% of the time to get those perfectly stable frame times. Also, even though I focused on
let's go see now, let's go see now.
this video, because that is what the original question was about,
I'm gonna go get
you
this
can
guy out of
also apply
freaking.
what I showed you here if you don't own a filter that supports a variable refresh rate.
You got a guy on B right in front
And
of you.
that's all for today. If you have more questions, then please leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to answer as many as I can. Also, massive shout out to my patrons for their support, especially during times when my day job sadly does not allow me to make as many videos as I usually do. But it looks like things start to calm down again in the office, which means less overtime and more time to work on your
Oh man, I can't be the only one
If you
taking
like
it.
the content
You're
that
gonna
I
stand
release on
there.
my channel and would like to support me, then you can find a link to my Patreon in the description down below, where you will also find links to my social accounts in case that you can stay up to date on the videos that I'm working on. So if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a
Yeah, they're
like,
above
subscribe
Bravo.
for more, and I hope to see you next time.
I'm going
Then
below.
have a
I'm
nice
going
day
below
and
C.
take care. My name is Chris, and this was Battle Nonsense.
God, you make so much noise,
Yeah,
dude.
they're going for C, they're going for C, they're going for C.
This dude's just standing there.
Losing Charlie.
On September 17th, 2020 claimed yet another year. Now, NVIDIA's SLI technology, which allows you to use more than one graphics card to increase your FPS in games, was already on life support with lackluster support from game developers and NVIDIA slowly pulling support for more and more of their cards. But the final nail in the coffin was, of course, this blog post on NVIDIA's website stating that they would no longer develop SLI profiles for future cards at all, or for their past cards past January of 2021. Curiously though, the RTX 3090, NVIDIA's latest and absolute greatest, does have an NVLink connector. As of last generation, is the connector that we use for SLI, which hasn't been explicitly disabled. So theoretically, in the handful of games that do natively support it, we should be able to run SLI on this card. Raising the question, of course, given how CPU bottlenecked this is on any kind of computer portal monitor, Will a second RTX
Oh, yeah,
3090
then it starts
even
to
make
see
any
that it
difference?
says B, then it says
I
B,
legitimately don't know. I have
Don't you?
intentionally cloistered myself and not looked at anyone else's videos on the subject. Just like I haven't looked at who's our sponsor. There it is, Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet wants to redefine the wallet with its compact frame and RFID blocking plates. Check out how they can keep your wallet bulge down and use offer code Linus to save 10% and get free worldwide shipping. As much as I would have loved to throw two of NVIDIA's Chungus Founders Edition RTX 3090s in here and see just how well this through card blowy thing works when you've got two of them stacked on top of each other, I wasn't able to get another one of those. So we're going with ASUS's ROG Strix Gaming RTX 3090. I don't actually know much about this card. Other than that, ASUS did apparently manage to dodge the whole fiasco with like bad board components causing crashes and stuff like that. So good job, ASUS. You done good. Cool. She's a heavy boy for sure. So we've got a 3-fan configuration with counterflow. So that's this one is spinning clockwise, the others are spinning counterclockwise, something turbulent. We actually do, that's interesting. We do have a little bit of through the card blowiness here. Sort of. It's a much more traditionally shaped PCB. But the cooler actually extends for that looks like a good couple of inches past the edge of the card. Now you might have noticed I didn't take the plastic peels off this one. Because this one's got to go back to ASUS. Funny story, they were like, hey, be real careful with that one because it's literally the only one we have and we have to do some stuff with it. You know the product is in shortage when even the manufacturer does not have any. Fun fact about our system configuration here, the MSI Z490 Godlike was literally the only motherboard in our studio that was capable of handling this configuration. Not because we didn't have any other boards with 4-slot spacing, which is what we need at least in order to have any room for the top card to breathe, but because it was the only Intel-based one that had that. And trust me, I love Ryzen as much as anyone does at this point, but if you're running two RTX 3090s, you are going to need the fastest possible gaming CPU, which, for now anyway, is the 10900K. This is freaking nuts. Like, look at this, the whole bottom of the case is full of graphics. I love that these fans are going to be blowing right into this bottom card. This one, good shape for cooling. This one, well, might be okay. It's not really the best case for this, but we're just going to leave it open so it gets enough airflow. Hey, we might have a slight problem.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
We got 4 8-pin connectors, and that's not enough today. Each of these needs 3 8-pin PCI Express connectors. That has got to be overkill.
Do you think the power supply will be good enough?
What's in here?
1000 watt Seasonic.
I have my doubts.
It was able to run 4 GB100s for months.
Yeah, I still have my doubts. Cable me!
Nice catch.
This is NVIDIA's NVLink Bridge 4-slot for 30 series products. Yes, my friend NVIDIA, Yeah, I guess I don't have friends plural anyway. Yes, my friend NVIDIA has changed the NVLink connector again. So it's basically, one card, one NVLink connector. This one is actually keyed differently and has, I think, double the bandwidth over the last one.
Maybe?
So wait, at what point did NVLink replace SLI in terms of branding?
It didn't. SLI was and continues to be the branding for multiple cards working together for gaming. NVLink is just the name of this communication protocol and connector, which happens to be much faster than the original SLI finger and even the high bandwidth bridges that NVIDIA introduced later on. The reason it was developed was not for gaming, it was actually for their AI data center products, but if they were going to build this high-speed interconnect, you might as well put it on the gaming cards as well, is what I'm assuming the thinking was. NVLink is so much faster than the SLI interface was that it can even allow their other cards to pool their memory together and work on much bigger jobs. We actually talked about this in more detail in this video right here. All right, please tell me it's just going to boot up. Wow, that is very RGB. And NVIDIA control panel, dual 4090s, they show up, SLI, boom, there it is. It may be dead, but here's its shambling corpse. With that out of the way, let's have a look at the wide selection of SLI-ready games that we can enjoy. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Single Edition 6, Sniper Elite 4, Gears of War 4, Ashes of the Singularity Escalation, Strange Brigade, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Zombie Army 4, Dead War, Hitman, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Battlefield 1, and Halo Wars. Oh, that's all the DirectX 12 ones. Also in here are some Vulcan games with support, including 2 and Quick 2 RTX, Ashes of the Singularity Escalation, Strange Brigade, and Zombie Army 4, Dead War.
2 objectives
Dang it!
secure.
3 of those are from the other list. They just support multiple APIs. So installed on this system, we have almost every SLI capable game. That is pretty rough looking. Where do you want to start? Should we go straight for one of my favorites, Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Sure.
But when we go for it, we are going for it. I'm talking 4K, absolutely maxed everything, except motion blur. Motion blur.
Yeah, there's actually a thing on the forum the other day talking about how people don't think that you should hit on motion blur so much.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Wow. They are both at 90+%. That's pretty cool. So did you? You know what? No, I don't want to run the benchmark yet. Can I just enjoy it for a little bit?
Yeah. Yep.
This is the kind of gaming setup that even 10 years from now, most people will have never experienced. So I want to at least try it out. That was some interesting flicker right there. Oh.
One down.
You piece of shit. You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was so anticlimactic. Look how funny he thinks he is.
I even have it all set up.
No, don't go away. You're helping me plug these in. I probably should have seen that coming. Something to note is that while 1,000 watts is probably enough to realistically power these cards under a sustained load, what's interesting about the RTX 30 series is that it can experience sudden spikes in current that can actually trip the overcurrent protection of a power supply that, on paper, seems like it should be able to handle the load. So for years, NVIDIA and AMD both have been recommending power supplies that I would look at and I'd go, you can get away with less than that. But for the first time, I would actually say you should probably go 20% over their recommendation to make sure that you don't experience something like that. All right, let's try this again. And this game, absolutely maxed out, looks freaking incredible. What's more surprising to me is the usage on these GPUs. Both of them are above. It's crazy. You can really hear them ramping up already. Even at our lowest dips, we're not seeing any lower than 52, 55 frames per second, which, especially on a G-Sync monitor, is going to feel really fluid. Not quite as fluid as if you just had one GPU doing it, though, which is interesting. And, well, now to measure a little more objectively, we're going to let frame view run for 180 seconds while the Shadow of the Tomb Raider benchmark runs its course here. And apparently I'll go have a quick meeting with Nick Light about our merch stuff, ltgstore.com. Look at this guy over there with the Razor mask, hiding in the shadows, in the shadow of the Tomb Raider. Before the benchmark's done, actually, we've got a really good opportunity to check out our max power draw here, because Shadow of the Tomb Raider is consuming anywhere from 85 and 100% of the GPUs, all the way to like 90 and 100%. So I did say before 1,000 watt was probably enough, and it probably is. Remember that the power supply isn't quite 100% efficient, even if it's 80 plus platinum or titanium, and this is draw from the wall. So realistically, it's going to be somewhere in the 950 watt range right now. That's right, there's finally a system that actually needs a 1,000 watt power supply. And more for the spikes, you know? Alex hasn't even finished transcribing the numbers, and I can already see the problem. While our 90th percentile and 95th percentile numbers are way higher than a single GPU, it all falls apart in the 99th percentile. So what that means is that 90% of the time, SLI is, damn near 70% faster than a single card. But 90% of the time isn't what you feel when you're playing. 1% of the time, it dips down just as low, which is exactly those little stutters that I was feeling when I was playing.
Yeah, there's the graph.
Yeah, there's the graph. Here's a graph. Well, whatever, we'll overlay it. There's a graph. You guys saw the graph already. Next game. It's always interesting to see how games' canned benchmarks can disagree with NVIDIA's FrameView tool. This says 86 FPS minimum. That sounds pretty good. FrameView says 94. Wait, really? Oh, wow. Well, that's great. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. If you're still playing this game, SLI RTX 3090 looking like a pretty good option. Red Dead Redemption. Let's take a moment to appreciate the aura coming off of this machine. So here, we should move your laptop. It's gonna get cooked, Alex. It's gonna get cooked. I want to, yes. Before we get the thermal camera though, I just want to show you guys where I can feel the heat of this machine. Definitely here, 100%. I mean, it's 1,000 watts. It's like having a space heater on your table. I should have half expected the next result to balance out that good one. Red Dead Redemption 2 just won't get past this black screen trying to load the game, so so much for 15% of the supported games list. To be clear, there might be some way to get it working, but we're not going to spend any more time than that, neither should you. This is a really short benchmark, apparently. 30 seconds. Really hard to read FrameView with the in-game stats all up in my business. I just want to see how much usage there is. Okay, the good news is it's working. The bad news is I still can't see how much GPU usage there is, but that's okay, because we brought the thermal camera. Wow, that top card is definitely running a little hotter than the 48.6 there. Got a cool 625 on the top. Dang! All right, summary time. That confirms what we thought we knew. SLI did nothing. It actually made it worse. Yay, SLI! What's next?
That's all of our pre-done benchmarks.
That's as far as we got. Honestly, I'm good with that. None of these other ones. You know what? Let's just play Quake 2 RTX for fun. Okay. What do you think? The most overkill Quake 2 machine of all time. It's so warm. All right, so we've got 8 freaking reflections. How's our GPU? Actually not bad. GPU 2 sitting at about 80% here, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty cool. Please die. Please die. Is he dead? I can't tell. Okay, here we go. Come on! I'm down to I'm running for it. I'm running for it here, boys. I'm running for it. We're going. Get out of the way! All right, forget it. I'm out. But you should do the heat test. You should do the heat test. I can feel it from here, like easily. So flip your hands around there. Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is our fight. Stay focused.
Let's have a look. It's still maxed out at 1022. In Quake, it's sitting at... I'm going to assume it's lower than Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I suspect it's not doing much on CPU. 908 watts. You know what else is quite a bit? Your patience with my segues to our friends. Micro Center is open to supply all of your technology needs, whether you're work from home or learn from home. Check out their PowerStep desktop lineup featuring Intel 10th Gen processors, available in a wide variety of configurations, including NVIDIA RTX graphics and anywhere from 16 to 32 gigs of RAM. They've got all the latest tech, and you can check them out along with other Micro Center specials at the link in the video description. If you guys enjoyed this video and you love this kind of like graphics insanity, maybe check out, I don't know, we haven't shouted it out in a while. How about 16K Gaming? Oh my God, this is heavy. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first, oh, wow, it's heavy. The first unironically top of the line AMD gaming system in what, 14 years or something like that? That's right. Today, I have the pleasure, nay, the privilege of unboxing and gaming on an AMD Ryzen 5950X Aventum X from Digital Storm days before the official release. And this
seriously?
I'm sorry, man. I just feel really slow and heavy.
Enemy down.
We're taking Alpha.
I'm hearing voices.
And I'm sweating like a pig.
Here.
Securing A.
I think I know why things don't go your way.
Assist your team with me.
Always give up too soon.
Enemies have problems. UAV ready for deployment.
Domain actual. Send recon.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Tattoos. He thinks he's a failure because he's not at school. There's a secret
Give him what he wants.
Reloading.
Whatever it takes to stop that kid, we're doing it right now.
Returning to resupply.
Okay, the anonymous note Joe said you
UAV ready for deployment.
Welcome to the super secret powerful society.
This is our only chance.
And no amount of super
Wait, they just sitting there waiting.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Enemy UAV overhead.
second trial will be the destruction of the rival. Ridgewood High by roasting them. No problem,
Enemy UAV overhead.
Hostile got engine max.
Should have been more specific.
Man, they going crazy on us.
Yes, Grand.
Oh, now what? What are we doing on the exit bro? I thought the wind would make it more authentic. It's perfectly safe. You're supposed to jump forward. How is this safe? Tell him the truth right now. Gumball, it's all fake.
What do you mean?
We made it all up.
Banana Joe, you are the Grandmaster all this time?
Dude, I clearly look like a banana wearing a sock. I'm sorry. We all pretended so you'd stop behaving like a nutburger.
I think I finally understand.
I know it hurt, but it's probably for the best.
They double bluffed me.
What?
They pretended there was no secret society to cover up the real one.
Are you seriously telling me you learned nothing today?
Oh, I did learn one thing. I learned that I don't need any stupid secret society. Because I got you, dude.
Oh, you...
It's cereal. Real cereal.
What's wrong with Smashmallows?
I've read the back of the box. This is so unhealthy that by the time you guys turn 13, your double chins will be touching your cankles.
At least the mascot doesn't look like a cowboy goat with high blood pressure.
Please, Mrs. Mom, this cereal's so bleak that if it
Enemies
was a movie,
taking Alpha.
it would be damaged.
I'm sorry. Smashmallows are going in the trash, and that's that.
Losing Alpha.
Thank you, Mom. Thank
Capture
you
and
for
defend
having
the
the courage
objective.
to sometimes say
We
no.
lost Alpha.
Look at moments like this and say, I had a good mother.
Boys,
Securing Alpha.
Okay, what you got? I don't think we're ever gonna see Smashmallows again, so we gotta make the most of these. We exercise, we eat. That way the blood rushes to your head and you get more of a sugar rush.
Are you reading anything?
Assist your
We eat and stand on our heads, the sugar will rush to our brains faster.
Come on, man. I'm with you. Ah, shit. What he was?
Not working. Just get through the eye. It's way closer to the brain, so the sugar rush will kick in faster.
What, like rubber the end?
No, like this.
enemy at the bridge.
Getting anything? No. Yeah, me neither.
It's two.
People invent everything. Like at some point, some guy was sitting down and he invented the mustache. And then one day, the guy saw running milk on the floor, and he was like, hey, that's milk like me. I should put it in my mouth.
Alpha.
Reloading. What are we gonna invent? I don't know. Does it matter if we achieve anything?
Ah! At the top.
Get anything done? Yeah. What's the point?
They go to A. They go to A.
What's the point of our lives? I will find out!
And I'll help you. As soon as I find a way to get rid of these handcuffs and this thing on my
Clear A.
That's that one.
UAV is ready for flyover.
Send recon.
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning flyover.
Who could answer such a question?
Here, you better ask around.
Okay, got him.
Signal lost. UAV is down.
Alright, we got this shit, team. Keep that ass pinned down.
Larry, what do you think the meaning of
It's important to be useful. Look at me. I got it all figured out. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I come to work. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I shower,
what do you think you are?
I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep. I get up, I
Alright.
Enemy shield turret on security. UAV is ready for flyover. Falcon 3-0.
Seems to work for him, but I feel like there might be a little more to life than that.
Yes, there is. You see, I believe the meaning of life is to be good to others because then one day you can help someone else and the world will be a better place.
UAV is ready for flyover.
Now let's knock your block off.
Falcon 3-0.
Please
Good copy.
allow me.
UAV
I got my business.
returning to
A little charity, help me.
Well, charity begins at home,
UAV is
which is
down.
where we're going right now.
Keep that ass pinned down.
Mom, what do you think the meaning of life is?
We're having a family. It's pretty much the same.
Well, my life
Let's take A.
satisfaction and pleasure is the highest form of existence. Changing mags.
You do look philosophical.
This is not a toga, it's a full body bit.
Not quite full body, unfortunately.
What? What's the meaning of life? To understand the meaning of life, you need to better yourself by learning as much as you can.
No, I was about to bullet.
Would you rather kiss a dog or have a baby drool in your mouth? Or would you rather have quick hands or hands? How long would a person survive just by eating their own hair?
Just 3 sentences you prove I don't want to know everything. If my quest for knowledge is pointless, then I might as well
here. Who's better
We
qualified?
won and we joined in when they were getting it blown up.
Little squirrel. Ow! What did I say?
He just said he was moving into his own jobs. Let me try.
Like that. With no scores to beat though.
The truth, my friend, was trying to sweeten that the meaning of life is to eat or be.
Alas, poor snake, his life was fleeting, for the meaning of life is to eat or be.
Allow me to finish what the bird was tweeting. The meaning of life is to eat or be.
Sorry, our song just keeps repeating, but the meaning of life is to eat or be.
The only type of fighting I tolerate is on the mat. Like when I won the gold medal in Taekwondo at the 1988 Olympics. Bend down,
It's not my fault that I'm not a bald purple thumb-shaped... Sorry, what does meme mean again? I am not a bald purple thumb-shaped meatbag with an eggplant nose, and I refuse to mow this lawn again!
We'll do it!
No, I'm having a nice relaxing morning with my wife, and I don't...
You got something in your teeth.
Huh?
Don't worry, I've got this.
Why, you gosh darn pair of little... I think I need to lie down on my face.
Madam, your husband's anger levels have caused him to lose a lot of stuffing. He's gonna need a transfusion. Does he have any direct family member we could ask? Yep. Right, well, that made no sense. Does anyone here talk with words?
You could ask his son Rocky. He's a janitor.
I want nothing for that loser. He's an embarrassment to the Robinson name. I'd rather get stuffing from a turkey. Ah!
Don't worry, Mrs. Robinson. We'll get Rocky and save your husband.
We've taken the lead.
Grenade out.
What's the best way to get bad news to someone?
Oh, I know, with a song. Hey, Rocky, we got some awful news. Your dad is sick 'cause we made him blow a fuse. Yeah! You got a better idea?
No, I got a much better idea. We just need to sweeten the news a little bit.
Bloody Claymore.
Ah, brown, sweet. Take it, Bravo.
Reloading.
Oh, man, this is pretty hard to digest.
Too much butter?
I meant the news about my dad.
You have to go to the hospital, man. He needs you.
I don't know. I've always been such a disappointment to him.
Has he ever actually said that to you?
More times than I can count on my hands. Oh, at least 5. He thinks I'm an immature deadbeat who never left school, refuses to get a decent job, and dresses like a Canadian.
Well, are you?
Totally.
Well, got some news for you. You're gonna man up. Get it off!
At least you can grab
Positions, we're being dominated.
All the options say look at Janet.
Corporation on Earth! They pollute, they cut down the rainforest, they invented boy bands, they're pure evil!
Janix it is then.
Let's start with your resume. What do you do at work?
I work real hard.
We've got a UAV on site.
I'm gonna write that you're goal-oriented. Okay, what else?
To be honest, I just lie down a lot.
Lateral problem solver.
Ah, I can whistle with my belt.
How's a valid?
Now we just need a photo of you in a sharp suit and tie.
I don't have a suit.
Don't worry, we've got it covered.
Perfect, Charlie.
I'm so uncomfortable in this monkey suit.
Dude, it's sprayed onto your birthday suit.
UAV is being
Enemy at the yellow building.
Is that gonna be a problem?
Nah, an office job is like a mall. It's work at the front, party at the back.
I'm reloading.
Dude, chill out. Here, take this. I'll deal with the answers. All you have to do during the interview is move your mic and move your voice.
Rockwell Robinson, we're ready for you now.
Yeah, man, the height makes you a pound.
Go make your dad proud.
Really reclose or not?
Well,
Mr. Robinson, your resume is
3
sentences long. Every day is different. Perhaps you want to do something.
Your team at Charlie.
Excellent communication skills.
Clearly. Do you speak any other languages?
I forgot, don't you?
Now, I feel obliged to ask, how do you rate your communication skills?
Dude, the batteries are dead. Give me the new one. Okay, try to start.
Well, I think you'll fit right in.
Seriously?
Yes, you're just the kind of employee Mr. Chanax is looking for. Wrong track. Here's your contract.
We've got a UAV on station, ready for
It says here that I'm signing away my hopes and dreams.
Oh, that's just paper.
We've lost
Who's that?
Just my stomach.
Breathe out.
What?
It's just a friend.
Securing Alpha.
Welcome to
Enemy
Chanax.
UAV over. Securing Alpha.
Target mark, send it.
Tracker 321 station, go for task.
Enemy personal radar. Assist your team at Bravo. We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
I'm pretty excited too. Win or don't win is calling tonight. All I have to do is answer one question and I'll win a new microwave. What's wrong with that microwave?
Well, I can't wait twice. Everyone's selling the snake. I can't
Wait till 8.
Now, guess whoever gets the remote first.
I've been up all night saving my well, run for now to La Casa de los Lágrimas. And just to make sure no one changes the channel, I've hidden the remote.
This is Tracker, we are RTB. Good hunt, guys.
Oh, we're visiting photo beauty. Can I please watch Daisy? With this face.
I don't want to grow a third arm next time I make a cup of coffee.
Wish I had enough money to buy my own remote.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going grocery shopping.
Hey, we're not done with you yet.
Wake up!
Enemy missile on the AO. Enemy holds
Wait a
2
minute.
objectives.
We
Take
don't
them
need
back.
the remote. We can change it.
Change manually? Like they did in ancient times when people weren't lazy? That sounds a little extreme, man.
Securing Alpha. Bravo secure. Losing
Check,
C.
check. Okay, Control. Go ahead.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm feeling pretty lazy.
Keep going. You're doing great.
Something's happening. It's like no one's ever walked here before.
You're needed at Bravo.
I can't do it. I'm gonna turn around.
Upstairs, check upstairs.
You've passed the key to sparking stage. You won't be enough willpower to send you back.
Okay, I'll try. Gravity's pulling me down. I'm not gonna make it.
I can't be bothered.
Contact.
I'm sorry, buddy. But it was
Yeah, what's up,
impossible.
man? They got niggas.
Now I know.
They might have me to the end of the fucking game.
It'll make you feel better.
Get out of here, go.
Yes, and we'll give you some when you tell us where the remote is.
No, never.
Oh, really? Not even for the chocolate choo-choo train? Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Choo-choo.
I'll get it!
Choo-choo.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Be
advised, UAV is being overviewed.
Okay, but does that mean I can watch Daisy tonight?
No, it means you won't be grounded for 6 months.
But I'm 4. That's like 1/8 of my life.
Then you don't want to spend it without talking with them.
Fine.
We've got 2 objectives. Lock it down.
Choo-choo.
The train will not be stopping at this mouse.
Okay, just give me the chocolate and I'll tell you.
Yes!
The remote is in the valley betwixt two. A begins with a B, ends with two T's, and has you in the middle. And you'll never find it!
Oh, I know this one! I know this one!
Enemy in the yellow building.
Dude, there's no...
Wait a minute.
There's another one going up to the yellow building.
I just killed 2 of them. Thanks for saying something.
He's dead.
I got him! Get the remote!
Ah, fuck. Where is it? I've been sitting on it all day long!
There's only one person that could have taken it.
Yeah, you! Because it definitely wasn't me! Where did you put it?
I got it.
One's behind the building, one's behind the yellow.
I just knocked the blue in the window.
Tell him where it is!
I want to shoot an RPG in there.
No, I just knocked him out.
Everybody! I meant to
Just smacked him. There's probably one in the back.
Yep, there's one in the back.
We both want to watch the same thing. Yeah, right.
You're needed a Bravo.
Eyes in the window, behind him.
Oh, is it?
He's in the window?
Over on the main building, second floor.
And don't forget to take out the trash.
Yes, Commander!
Very good. See you later.
Losing C.
Can't be
Damn, how you kill all of us? Serious, suckers. Oh, God. This bitch got me again.
I can't play right now. Can't you see I'm taking out the trash?
But you promised to play with us.
How about you little bank robbers take your
Here, give me
to the safe house?
I've had enough for one day.
Huh?
We're just taking out the trash, aren't we?
Yeah.
That didn't count. He hit the tree. He missed.
Oh, laziness.
Yeah? Well, from now on, we're gonna be the lazy ones.
I'll tell you what, if you can find anyone lazier than me in this town, I'll do your chores for a whole day. And if you lose, you'll do mine for the rest of your life. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty fair.
Okay then, let the lazy off begin!
I teacher meets Rod Iron Knuckle fist to fist. Long Wrestling Federation tonight at 9.
What do? We just do everything Dad does.
Oh, you just never stop.
Hey, you got a little something on your face.
Where?
There!
Ow!
Sorry, I don't know what's happening to me. I'm all tingly.
Me too, buddy. What's going on?
Everywhere you look and everywhere you go, sugar, sugar, sugar from your head to your toe. When you've eaten lots of sugar and you've had too much, watch out everybody, it's the sugar rush. Watch out everybody, it's the sugar rush.
It tickles.
Dad! We need a timeout. We're gonna find someone else to beat you.
Sure, but I have to warn you, I'm invincible!
Come on, Darwin, let's go!
What did he say? He's just saying he needs to find a guy to beat his pop in a lazy house.
How about Lazy Larry?
Who's Lazy Larry?
It's a long story, son, that goes way back to the summer of '83.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Here
everything was fast. Now everything is slow. I'm all alone in my sugar low.
Where did everybody go?
Never mind. Just go and see Lazy Larry. He works at the convenience store.
Thank you, senior citizens.
What did he say?
Hello there, valued customers.
Are you Lazy Larry?
No Lazy Larry's here. No.
Well, Lazy Larry, please come to the checkout. Lazy Larry.
No one calls me that anymore. I stopped being Lazy Larry years ago.
How come?
Well, it all goes back to the summer of '83.
Can you just tell it quickly?
Yeah, sure. I was the laziest guy in Elmore until I lost my title to Richard Watterson. That guy is lazier than a rock.
But Larry, we need you to beat our dad in a lazy off.
I'm sorry, kids, but I'm not that guy anymore. I've got a car now, and a great new house, and a girlfriend who I'm gonna marry. So thank you for shopping at Food and Stuff, and please go home now. Hello there, valued...
Please do it, Larry!
No!
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 Please do it, Larry.
Oh, sorry, man. That's 39 cents.
Please do it, Larry!
Leave me alone!
Shouting at customers, Needlemeyer? Gonna have to let you go.
Now that you don't have a job anymore, will you come to our lazy off?
No!
It's no use, Darwin. We're gonna be stuck in here forever. It's the last time I come in here to whistle for you.
But if you don't whistle, I can't go.
I never thought it would end like this. Stuck in a bathroom forever.
At least we've had some pretty good times.
And some crummy ones, too. Look, Darwin, if we don't get out of here, there's something I need to tell you. Remember that time they found a creepy pig?
That's sweet. I love this game.
What are you gonna do with the curtains and the window? Come on. I hope.
What are old people into? I like mortgages and voting, and I drive cars with my driver's license.
Oh, and putting cucumbers on your eyes.
Yeah. Please tell me more about you. Thanks for asking. My story begins 77 years ago, back when things were
very different. As a young boy, I had no trouble making friends. In fact, I was so popular, I got invited to all the birthday parties. And when they got older, their weddings, even their honeymoons, which was a bit awkward. I was so well-liked, they used to call me Fluey Louie, after the Spanish influenza, which was very popular at the time. Even animals loved me, apart from horses. But I never trusted horses. Their faces are too long, and they have mohawks. I was so popular at school, I even became friends with the teachers. We had such crazy nicknames for each other, like Mr. Klein, or Sir, or sometimes, accidentally, Dad. When I got older, things got even better. I met JoJo. She opened my eyes to something greater. Love. Everything about her was magical. Her luscious lips, her flowing hair, her cutie patootie.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to picture that last image. Goodbye, cruel world!
Our romance was ravenous, insatiable, our hearts melting with hunger until we consumed each other like a pair of feasting lions. We spent every hour of every day.
I'm gonna go bathe in disinfectant.
Good idea. I'm gonna steam clean my brain.
But very soon her loving arms refused to let go of me, and she kept me captive. Her tender fingers
Places where I can't use my phone. Where? The cinema. Just use silent mode? The bathroom. Camera off mode? What if I'm in the middle of a holdup or something? Hands free mode? He just doesn't give up.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. You're the one who wanted to help him.
What? You're the one who came up with Muriel.
You're right. I blame Muriel.
I blame you. We have to tell him the truth and put it into this before he starts telling us things we're too young to know about. We have to meet. There's something you should know.
There's something you should know, too. I thought I needed a friend, but the way you patiently listened to me made me realize something else. Muriel, I think we're more than just Elmore Plus friends!
Oh, hello, Pumpkin. Didn't see you there.
You look guilty.
What? That's weird because my conscience is so clear and spotless.
You're lying. Your eyes always look to the right when you're lying.
No, I'm not.
What's that? Sorry, honey. Was that...
Health happen.
Muriel? Who's...
In a dress, running to line. Oh, so funny news is...
Why?
Muriel!
Yes.
Gumball, are you coming or what?
What? But I thought you said we were gonna meet at dinner.
Yeah, we're having lunch at the new diner that's just opened.
Hardcore deathmatch. Eradicate all threats. Hope you like a little challenge. The lead's ours.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I thought you said we were gonna meet at the mall. That's your house.
I am at the mall. What?
I can't see you, though.
Really? Where are you?
I think, right by that place. The one that sells the stuff.
Gumball, you do realize I called you on your home phone.
This is the voice message I left for you in case you called. Please leave your message after the beep. Beep. I'll be there in 10.
Dude, look! I learned how to wiggle my ears. Check it out. Is it happening? Are they wiggling? Wait a sec. I just had it. You gotta see. What do you mean you want to buy a new pair of fruit bikinis, but you're not sure if the milk is on? What? That's describe with your hands.
Okay, first, don't do this. And secondly, this is what people do when they want to get out of a conversation without being mean. How is this remotely confusing? I'm late, I gotta go, I need to hurry. I might call you, but I definitely won't. Guys, what are you doing?
It's your fault. You said go back and keep going, and I'll call you when you get too close to the lamppost, which I thought was a bit weird.
See, dude, those signals are pretty easy to miss.
Interpret this.
That was me saving your ass.
What?
The momentum.
The lighthouse with watermelon paper?
Hey, man, wanna hang out?
Hey, Joe. I'm sorry, I really can't talk right now.
Should we just sing instead?
Dude, I don't have time for this. I really gotta go.
Number 1, number 2.
Ew, no! Look, I don't want to be rude, but I need to leave. Follow me?
Got it.
I've been
What are you
dreaming about this
doing?
moment.
What? You said follow me. I thought we were doing a walk and talk.
Dude, I don't have time to talk. Am I clear? No! Just me walking! For you, there's no walking and no talking, alright?
You fellas make it look easy. Nice fight.
Actually, that was too impressive for me to be mad. But I'm gonna be as specific as I possibly can. You stay here and don't do anything. I will go to the mall and see you later, okay?
Headshot, no problem. Double kill.
You can breathe, though.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry,
I don't want any money. All I want is a moment of your time. Bam!
So in the name of all your victims...
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Now, look.
The other scar is less conspicuous. Again.
Oh, come on! Could you just open the door, please? And we're stuck. It's haplessly awkward.
I am not hapless. I'm like totally hapful, man.
That's not even a word. Look, how about we just pretend this is all normal?
Okay, we're just a hot dog and a blue cat climbing up a public toilet using only our feet. Nothing weird here.
See? Nothing's awkward if you decide it's not.
I don't know, it sounds pretty awkward from here.
Sorry.
Okay, man.
Not for me to buy my...
You do buy can be added to your...
No!
It's funny. You really do look like that hot.
No! No!
What are you doing? I'm running away from you!
No, I'm running away from you!
Look, Mother, larceny!
Somebody call security!
Freeze! Don't move a muscle.
Can we just move a little?
You're going nowhere. Now let me read you your rights. You have the right to return any product within 20 days. You do not have to buy anything, but anything you do buy can be added to your reward card. You have the right to redeem unlimited coupons. If you do not have a coupon, you may be provided with one by the store. Do you understand?
I understand that you're not a real cop.
I'm a mall cop. Is that real enough for you?
No.
Wait, if you're not a real cop, how come you have handcuffs?
You're available for $5 from the toy store on the second floor.
Wait, so are we officially under arrest or what?
Well, official is just a word.
Yeah, for things that are officially official. Shall we?
Definitely.
Hey, stop!
Quick, that way!
No, I say we go that way!
Why? That's where he went!
Yeah, I know, I just wanted to get you back.
Hey, you!
There!
No, there! Oh. Right, the one bit I'd like to be flat isn't.
Hey! You two are going down!
Yes, that's it!
No!
Just
The cannelloni, they... Cannelloni...
Oh, this spaghetti tastes like
somebody already ate it.
Hey, Rocky, don't go too far away with that bucket,
Because I'll be needing it any second.
Can I get this pasta to go?
Straight in the trash, that is.
Dude, how do you know everything I'm gonna say?
Because that's what you say every time we have pasta. What the what? I am not that predictable.
Okay, predict this.
Huh? How predictable was that?
Predictable enough for me to bring you a spare sweater.
Thank you, though. That's very thoughtful.
You'll just say...
How you doing, bro?
Hello, Anais. Why do you look so perturbed? Is there a bee in your bonnet? Oh, no, that's right. It was on your test paper. Hello, Gumball. Nice sweater. Oh, 2011 called and said to keep it, as it wasn't cool when you started wearing it. Anais, do you not hang out with anyone who isn't a member of your family? Oh, no, that's right. You don't have any other friends.
Okay.